4 years ago, I left this industry. I just got married, and one of my commitments to my marriage was to step away from the business. I had been a part of it for about 12 years, I believe. And I wanted to be strongly committed to my wife, and I go on traveling tours or have to say, hey, I have a show tonight. Within about 6 months of retiring, I ran into a few friends who I'd been in the business with for a while. They were much older than me, and they retired about the same time. And they said they were talking about the things that they did towards the end of their careers that gave back to the business. And I was kind of hushed because I hadn't done anything. I performed in front of fans, I'd signed autographs, but nothing to the level of what they had done. So, as I sat back and thought about it, I thought, what can I do to get back to the business? Because there's two different aspects to it. There's performing for the fans. There's signing autographs. There's doing all the things that a fan would want a wrestler to do, a performer to do, an entertainer to do. But then there's other things you need to do. So quickly I became interested in giving back to business. And a family member of mine, Paul Steele, came up to me and said, why don't we make our own business? Why don't we create something? And I sat back and I thought about it. And I thought, something, why not? Why not create something to give the opportunity to those who otherwise wouldn't have that opportunity? And give them a stage to perform on, a stage to train, perform, critique their art, and become something. So we did that. We created HTR, Honor, Tradition, and Respect. And through that, the names that came out were that was Big Venom, El Chupacabra, Big Daddy Steele, The Promise Sean Steele, Eric Angel, Warlock, Daryl Drennan, Andrew Idol. Shortly after there, Cody Douglas, James Blackwell, Kalian, Kamikaze Kid, Mustafa Cod, Luskill. I'm pretty sure I mentioned all the names. But guys who came not because they wanted a paycheck, because they had the passion to do it. And some of them, a few of us, we had been to that level of being in independent promotions. But we didn't. A lot of them didn't even have the experience. They learned as they went along, the old-fashioned way, the traditional way, the respectful way, the honorable way. And, there was times that I thought I was done. And people make fun of me all the time in promos and shoots, saying that he's going to leave again, he's going to come back. I left because I thought I'd served my purpose. And when I left, things kind of crumbled from within. And what people don't understand is HTR was never really about the business, but at the same time it was. We're not just a bunch of guys that get together once a month or once every other month, whatever it may be, and just put on a show. We're a family. We're a unit. You see the storylines playing on YouTube, and you see Sean Steele versus James Blackwell, or Big Daddy Paul Steele versus Kamikaze Kid, or whoever. Behind the scenes, we're like brothers. Our families are friends. We're close friends. And when I left, for some reason, I don't know, things seemed to crumble. And I knew where I wanted this company to go to. And I kept on coming back because I wanted to get to that point. And a few months ago, we did HTR One Last Ride to send HTR to a peaceful grave. The product that was HTR. And the spawn of HTR, UWE, also had their own final show, UWE Doomsday. Both of these shows I came to, but what people didn't know behind the scenes is I was pretty much looking at those two shows as being my final show. Um, they didn't know it because I knew what would happen. They'd try to talk me into to not retiring and not step aside. But I knew about a year ago that my time was coming quick. I'm a married man. My wife and I are planning on expanding our family. I'm going to school full time and college, and I'm also working full time. So the time to do something that, what many can really call a hobby right now, just isn't there. The passion is kind of leaving, and the desire to do it's pretty much gone. And it's time for the man behind Shawn Steele, L.B. Stonecker, to do the same thing. I texted a few of the guys just a few days ago and, told them of my plans, and I was given their blessing. And I've thought about this for a good long 3 weeks. At UWE, I was at the Doomsday Show. I was pretty certain I was done, but I wasn't guaranteed. And I took 3 long weeks to think about it, and I still feel the same way. So I wanted to tell you guys thank you for the past 3 to 4 years. This has been a blast. HTR Entertainment, the new company, which will be presenting Higher Passion Anti-Stars, will be starting up in April or May. And we're going to be doing some shows, I'm pretty sure, with a guy by the name of Terry Urban, who helps promote. So great things are getting ready to happen. I finally got to that point where I can step aside, and that next level is about ready to happen. So as you're seeing this, this is indeed my retirement speech. This is indeed me telling you people goodbye. Thank you so much for the memories. And I want to say good luck to James Blackwell and Cody Douglas, who are going to the Gathering, JCW, to try to join their roster. They're going to still be at HTR, but they're going to join their roster, and I know they're going to do exceptionally well. I have the utmost respect for both Cody Douglas and James Blackwell. I can easily see Big Daddy Paul Steele maybe joining them a little bit, going to the Gathering, whatever. But as for me, there's a quote that says, never say never. Well, I'm saying never. There won't be more comebacks. This is it. The promise Shawn Steele is done. L.B. Stonecker's done. I'm ready to move on to bigger projects. I just want to say thank you to you all. And try not to get emotional on camera. But please continue supporting HTR Entertainment. All the guys, they have a ton of passion. And God bless everybody. HTR Entertainment, I see nothing but great potential for you guys in the future. Don't let that passion run out. Good luck, Anti-Stars. And that's not a promise. That's a blessing, a hope, and I wish you guys the best. Thank you. What are you doing? How did you even get in? What? Just don't. Ah!